let's look at a lesson from Savi Kannada grade 4. The name of this lesson is Kanasugara Kalam. Kanasugara means a person who dreams big, who has a lot of vision of the future. So you can take it as visionary or a dreamer. So Kalam, the visionary or the dreamer. That is the meaning of this title. Let's look at the lesson. ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧ ಮೂಳೆ ತಜ್ಞರೊಬ್ಬರು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಯೊಬ್ಬರ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಾಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರು. ಪ್ರಸಿದ್ಧ is famous, ಮೂಳೆ is bone and tagna is expert, a bone expert. He visited the lab. Prayogalaya means lab. Vijnani means a scientist. So a famous bone expert visited the lab of a scientist. ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿ ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ವಸ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಒಂದೊಂದಾಗಿ ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ವಿವರಿಸಿದರು. And that scientist, he showed each and every item in that lab and he explained about it. ಕ್ಷಿಪಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಳಸುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ತಾನು ತಯಾರಿಸಿದ ಹಗುರವಾದ ವಸ್ತುವೊಂದನ್ನು ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ತೋರಿಸಿದರು. Kshipani means a missile or a rocket. So, to use some item to be used in the missile or a rocket, he had prepared something which was very light-weighted. He had prepared a light-weighted item that could be used in a rocket or a missile. And he proudly showed it to the bone expert. ಅದನ್ನು ಮೂಳೆ ತಜ್ಞರು ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಎತ್ತಿ ಬಲು ಹಗುರ ಎಂದು ಉದ್ಗರಿಸಿದರು. And the bone expert, he took that item in his hand and he said, yes, this is very light. He expressed his delight by saying, yes, this is very light. ಒಡನೆಯೇ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಯನ್ನು ಹೈದರಾಬಾದಿನಲ್ಲಿರುವ ತಮ್ಮ ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಬರುವಂತೆ ಕೇಳಿಕೊಂಡರು. So he immediately asked the scientist if he could visit his hospital which was in Hyderabad, called as the Nizam Hospital. ಅಂದೇ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆದುಕೊಂಡು ಹೊರಟರು. And that day itself he took him along with him to Hyderabad. ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ಪಡೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ರೋಗಿಗಳನ್ನು ತೋರಿಸಿದರು. And he showed him all the patients that were undergoing treatment in that hospital. ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದವರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿನವರು ಮಕ್ಕಳು. And most of the patients in that hospital were young children. ಅವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವರು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾರಣಗಳಿಂದ ಕಾಲಿನ ನ್ಯೂನತೆ ಒಳಗಾಗಿದ್ದರು. So for different reasons, for various different reasons, these children, they had a weakness in their legs. Their legs had no strength. They couldn't carry the child's body weight. So the legs were so weak. So they couldn't stand on their own. ಅವರ ಕಾಲಿಗೆ ಸುಮಾರು 3 ಕಿಲೋಗ್ರಾಂ ತೂಕದ ಲೋಹದ ಕ್ಯಾಲಿಪರ್ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿದ್ದರು. So since their leg was very weak and the leg couldn't hold their body weight, the children couldn't stand. So for them to stand on their own, they had some calipers which was fixed to their legs. Calipers means like artificial legs which was fixed for them, which was made of metal and it was weighing 3 kgs in weight. ಆ ಭಾರವಾದ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಎತ್ತಿ ಇಟ್ಟು ನಡೆಯಲು ಅವರು ಬಲು ಕಷ್ಟಪಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. So the children were finding it so difficult to lift that 3 kg artificial leg and keep walking. They were finding it so difficult to lift it and walk. ಇವರ ಕಷ್ಟವನ್ನು ನಿವಾರಿಸಲು ನಿಮ್ಮಿಂದ ಸಾಧ್ಯವಿಲ್ಲವೇ ಎಂದು ವೈದ್ಯರು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಯನ್ನು ಪ್ರಶ್ನಿಸಿದರು. So the bone expert, he is asking the scientist, is there any way that you can relieve them of their pain? ರೋಗಿಗಳ ವೇದನೆ, ವೈದ್ಯನ ಕಳಕಳಿ, ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಯ ಮನ ಕಲಕಿತು. So the pain of these patients, the young children, the pain of them and the doctor's concern, it shook the mind of the scientist. ಜನರ ನೆರವಿಗೆ ಬಾರದ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಅರ್ಥವಿದೆ? ಎನಿಸಿತು. So he thought, what's the use if science and technology cannot help people? It cannot help relieve children of their pain. ಆ ಕ್ಷಣದಿಂದಲೇ ಅದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚಿಂತಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಹಿಂತಿರುಗಿದರು. So right from that moment when he saw the children suffering, he was thinking about something seriously and he returned back. ಸತತ 3 ವಾರಗಳ ಕಾಲ ಇದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಶ್ರಮಿಸಿದರು. So he worked continuously for 3 weeks for trying to relieve the children of their pain. ಹೊಸ ಕ್ಯಾಲಿಪರ್ ತಯಾರಿಸಿದರು. So he prepared a new kind of caliper. Caliper is like artificial legs. He prepared a new one. ಇದು ಕೇವಲ 300 ಗ್ರಾಂ ತೂಕವಿತ್ತು and it only weighed 300 grams. Originally when the doctor showed, the calipers were weighing 3 kgs and he asked the scientist if he could make something better. So the scientist worked for 3 weeks and he came up with a new kind of caliper which was weighing only 300 grams. ತಯಾರಾದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಲಘು ಬಗೆಯಿಂದ ನಿಜಾಮ್ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ಒಯ್ದರು. And immediately as soon as that caliper was ready, he went to the Nizam hospital again. ವೈದ್ಯರು ಅದನ್ನು ಪರೀಕ್ಷಿಸಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಹುಡುಗನಿಗೆ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿದರು. So the doctor, the bone expert, he checked it, he examined that caliper and then he attached it to a young boy. ಅವನು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇಟ್ಟು ನಡೆದನು and that boy put 4 steps and he started to walk. You can see the picture here. This is called as the caliper. Okay, this artificial thing which is metal thing which is connected to the leg, that is called as a caliper. So that will take all the weight and make the child to stand up and walk on his own. ಅವನ ಕಣ್ಣಲ್ಲಿ ಆನಂದ ಕಂಡು ವೈದ್ಯರ ಹೃದಯ ತುಂಬಿ ಬಂತು. And the boy was very happy and joyful. Looking at that, the doctor also felt very happy. ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಯ ಆನಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾರವೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. And the scientist, above everybody, he was the happiest of all and his heart leapt with joy. ಇಂತಹ ಮಾನವೀಯತೆ ಮೆರೆದ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿ ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತೇ? So do you know who is that scientist who exhibited this kind of humanity? ಅವರೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದ APJ Abdul Kalam. So that scientist, do you know who that scientist was? He was only APJ Abdul Kalam, who was also the president of India. ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ಕಲಾಂ ತಮಿಳುನಾಡಿನ ರಾಮೇಶ್ವರಂ ಎಂಬ ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜನಿಸಿದ ಕನಸುಗಾರ. So he is the visionary who was born in a village called as Rameshwaram, which is in Tamil Nadu. ಬಾಲಕರಿದ್ದಾಗ ಕಡಲ ತೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಳಿತು ಪರಿಸರವನ್ನು ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. So when he was a young boy, he would sit on the seashore and he would observe the nature. ದಡದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದ ಹಕ್ಕಿಗಳು ನೆಲದಿಂದ ಮೇಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾರುತ್ತಿದ್ದವು. So the birds which were sitting on the shore, on the seashore, they would fly up in the sky. ಪಟಪಟನೆ ರೆಕ್ಕೆ ಬಡಿದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಷಣ ಹಾಗೆ ತೇಲುತ್ತಿದ್ದವು. So first they would flap their wings and they will float for a second. And then after that, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಾರುತ್ತಿದ್ದವು. They will float for a minute or they will float for a second and they'll immediately start flying. ಇದನ್ನು ಕಂಡು ಮುಂದೊಂದು ದಿನ ನಾನು ಆಕಾಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವುಗಳಂತೆ ಹಾರಾಡುತ್ತೇನೆ ಎಂದು ಕನಸು ಕಾಣುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. So looking at the birds flapping their wings and floating and flying in the sky, he also had a dream that one day I will also fly in the sky like this. He had a vision, he had a dream that he will also fly in the sky like the birds. ಈ ಕನಸುಗಾರನೇ ಮುಂದೆ ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಯಾದರು. So this boy who dreamt and I had a vision of flying in the sky, he became the best scientist. ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಹಾಗೂ ಕ್ಷಿಪಣಿ ಉಡಾವಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹತ್ವದ ಸಾಧನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದರು. So he made great achievements in the field of rockets and missiles. ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾರತದ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಗಗನದೆತ್ತರಕ್ಕೆ ಏರಿಸಿದರು. So in the field of technology, he made India's achievement to be noticeable. by everybody in the world. World over, everybody noticed India's achievement in the field of technology because of Abdul Kalam. ದೇಶದ ಅತ್ಯುನ್ನತ ಸ್ಥಾನವಾದ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಪತಿ ಹುದ್ದೆಯನ್ನು ಅಲಂಕರಿಸಿದರು. And he also held the topmost position of India as the President of India. ಕಲಾಂ ರವರ ತಂದೆ ಜೈನುಲಾಬ್ದಿನ್ ಮರಕಯಾರ್, ತಾಯಿ ಆಶಿಯಮ್ಮ. ಕಲಾಂ ರವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದ ಅನುಭವಗಳನ್ನು ಅಗ್ನಿಯ ರೆಕ್ಕೆಗಳು ಎಂಬ ಆತ್ಮಕಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ದಾಖಲಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So his father's name is Jainulabdin Marakayar and mother's name is Ashiyamma. He has also written all his experiences in a form of a biography which is named as The Wings of Fire. ಗುರು ಹಿರಿಯರು ಇವರಲ್ಲಿ ಕನಸುಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಗೂ ಆತ್ಮವಿಶ್ವಾಸವನ್ನು ಬಾಲ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ತುಂಬುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. So his teachers and his elders, they filled him with self-confidence and to dream big. They taught him to believe in himself, have self-confidence in himself and have big dreams and visions in life. ಆದುದರಿಂದ ಕಲಾಂ ಇಂದಿನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕನಸು ಕಾಣಿರಿ ಎಂದು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದರು. So that is why Kalam also used to encourage young children to think big, to dream big and have big dreams. ಇವರ ಸಾಧನೆಯನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿ ಜಗತ್ತಿನ ಸುಮಾರು 20ಕ್ಕೂ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಿಶ್ವವಿದ್ಯಾಲಯಗಳು ಗೌರವ ಡಾಕ್ಟರೇಟ್ ಪದವಿ ನೀಡಿ ಸನ್ಮಾನಿಸಿವೆ. So looking at his achievements, close to more than 20 universities have honored him with a doctorate. ಭಾರತ ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಪದ್ಮಭೂಷಣ, ಪದ್ಮವಿಭೂಷಣ ಹಾಗೂ ಭಾರತ ರತ್ನ ಪ್ರಶಸ್ತಿ ನೀಡಿ ಗೌರವಿಸಿದೆ. And the Indian government has awarded him with Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan and Bharat Ratna. ಇವರು ದಿನಾಂಕ 27/7/2015 ವಿಧಿವಶರಾದರು. And he died on 27th July 2015. So this is the visionary Abdul Kalam.